Before we visit our top 10 cities in Australia, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and safe travels. Top 10 cities in Australia. Number 10, Darwin. Darwin is the beautiful capital of Australia's Northern Territory. Darwin is also a gateway to the amazing Kakadu National Park. Its wonderful waterfront area has many sandy beaches and green areas like Bicentennial Park. Darwin's distance to Southeast Asia makes the city's location a key connection between Australia and countries such as Indonesia and East Timor. The Stewart Highway starts in Darwin, and goes southerly across central Australia through Tennant Creek and Alice Springs, ending in Port Augusta, South Australia. Number 9, Cairns. Cairns is a beautiful city located in tropical far north Queensland. Its Japukai Aboriginal Cultural Park illustrates stories of the indigenous Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people with music and dance. Cairns Esplanade is filled with bars and tasty restaurants. It even has its own swimming lagoon. Northwest of the city, Daintree National Park displays breathtaking mountainous rainforest and playful beaches. Cairns was officially founded in 1876. This city was named after the state governor of the day, Sir William Wellington Cairns. It was formally declared a town in 1903 with a registered population of only 3,500 people. Cairns is also considered to be the gateway to the amazing Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest reef system. It is comprised of over 2,900 individual reefs. Each year, many guests visit the reef from around the world to swim, snorkel. Number 8, Hobart. Hobart is the capital of Australia's island state of Tasmania. While here you'll find unique old sandstone warehouses hosting galleries and cafes. You'll also find Battery Point, a historic district with narrow lanes and colonial-era cottages. The city's backdrop is Mount Wellington, which has wonderful views, excellent hiking and cycling trails. Hobart was originally known as Hobart Town, but by 1842 it had grown large enough to officially be recognized as a city, so from 1881 the town was just called Hobart. Hobart is the main port for a connection to East Antarctica from the continent. On average, the boat ride from Hobart to East Antarctica is usually around 10 to 14 days. Number 7, Canberra. Canberra is the capital city of Australia. It came about following the Federation of the Colonies of Australia as the seat of government for the new nation. It is considered to be Australia's largest inland city and the 8th largest city overall. Canberra is also the home of Australia's democratic institutions such as the Parliament of Australia and the High Court. Canberra is a very unique capital city. It is one of only 4 capital cities in the world that has been planned as a capital city from the start of its creation. A cool fact is that the name Canberra is a derivation of an Aboriginal term meaning meeting place. The city evolved from a very small squatters' settlement of stockmen which was there as early as 1824, called Canberry or Canberry. But by 1836, the name had changed to Canberra. Number 6, Gold Coast. Gold Coast is a metropolitan region south of Brisbane on Australia's east coast. Gold Coast is famed for its elaborate system of inland canals and waterways. You'll also find theme parks such as Dreamworld, SeaWorld and Wet n Wild. While in the inland, you'll find hiking trails scattering Lamington National Park's mountain ridges and valleys, where you'll see rare birds and rainforest. The Gold Coast displays an incredible collection of some of Australia's best beaches. From crystal blue waters, to incredible surf breaks and breathtaking high-rise backdrops making Gold Coast beaches almost irresistible to any kind of beachgoer. Gold Coast is the 6th largest city in Australia. Not only that, but Gold Coast also is known as the most biologically diverse city with more than 1,300 animal species and 1,700 plant species. Number 5, Brisbane. Brisbane is the capital of Queensland. It is a large city located on the Brisbane River. Clustered in its South Bank Cultural Precinct are the Queensland Museum and Science Centre, with many interactive exhibitions. Another South Bank cultural institution is Queensland Gallery of Modern Art, which is among Australia's major contemporary art museums. Towering over the city is Mount Coot-tha, site of Brisbane Botanic Gardens. Brisbane is famous for lamingtons, koalas, sports, and for being the home of Steve Irwin's world-famous Australia Zoo. It's also known for its unique underground opera house, which hosts amazing events. Brisbane is Australia's second largest state by area. Not only that, but Brisbane is the third most populated city in Australia. Brisbane is geographically the largest of Australia's capital cities and the third largest in the world. Number 4. Perth. Perth is the capital of Western Australia. It's located where the Swan River meets the southwest coast. Amazing sandy beaches line its suburbs, and the huge, riverside Kings Park and Botanic Garden on Mount Eliza offers beautiful views of the Perth. The Perth Cultural Centre houses the State Ballet and Opera Companies, and occupies its own central precinct, including a theatre, library and the Art Gallery of Western Australia. Perth was named by Captain James Stirling in 1829 after Perth, Scotland. It is now known as one of the best cities to live in the world. As well as being the most isolated capital city in the world, Perth is also one of the sunniest cities in Australia. The people that live here get to enjoy an average of around 8 hours of sunshine on any given day. Number 3. Adelaide. Adelaide is South Australia's cosmopolitan coastal capital. Its areas of parkland on the River Torrens is home to renowned museums such as the Art Gallery of South Australia. Here you'll find expansive collections including noted Indigenous art, and the South Australian Museum, devoted to natural history. Adelaide was built to be the capital of the first freely settled British province in Australia. Named after Queen Adelaide, it has been known as the City of Churches for its religious diversity. Adelaide is also home to Australia's oldest mosque, which is located in CBD of the city. Today, Adelaide is known for its many festivals and sporting events that take place every year. It is also known for its delicious food and wine, its coastline and hills, and its large defence and manufacturing sectors. Number 2. Sydney. Sydney is the capital of New South Wales and one of Australia's largest cities, although it is best known for its harbourfront Sydney Opera House, because of its distinctive sail-like design. Massive Darling Harbour and the smaller circular quay port are centres of waterside life, with the arched harbour bridge and esteemed Royal Botanic Garden nearby. Sydney is considered to be by many as one of the most beautiful, safest and most livable cities in the world. Because of Sydney's low crime rate allows you to walk around the streets and take public transport. Sydney is known for its beautiful beaches and amazing climate. Sydney is a major dynamic cultural centre for Australia. It is a melting pot of European and Aboriginal heritage, and this can be seen in its lovely collection of museums, galleries and theatres. Number 1. Melbourne. Melbourne is the coastal capital of the southeastern Australian state of Victoria. At the city's centre is the modern Federation Square development, with beautiful plazas, bars, and restaurants by the Yarra River. In the South Bank area, the Melbourne Arts Precinct is the site of Arts Centre Melbourne, a performing arts complex, and the National Gallery of Victoria, with Australian and Indigenous art. Melbourne's Chinatown was founded during the Gold Rush, where over 40,000 people came from China during this time in history. It's now known as the oldest Chinatown in the Southern Hemisphere and the longest continuous Chinese settlement in the Western world. One fun fact about this amazing city is that the weather in Melbourne is known for being very changing. You very well may literally experience all the 4 seasons in one day. This phenomenon is pretty common in Melbourne.